Morning students, the topic is shell sort. The other name of shell sort is diminishing increment sort. It is used to improve the insertion sort. So how we are improving the performance means the original list is divided into number of sublists, and for each sublist you can apply insertion sort. So how we are framing these sublists? How the sublists are chosen. So it is the key to the shell sort. So usually the sublists are not formed with the help of the contiguous item. Okay. Instead, the shell sort uses some increment which is called as the gap. So this gap is used to create the sublist. That is, we have to choose all items that are I items apart. Like that we have to create the sublist. So we are going to see one example. Consider we have an array. Array consists of the elements 81, 94, 11, 96, 12, 35, 17, 95, 28 and 58. So here n is equal to 10. That is, totally we have 10 elements in the array. So we are taking the interval as 5. That is 10 divided by 2. Okay, the gap we have taken is 5. That is, the first element is compared with the 5 elements after the first element. Okay, that is the fifth element from the first element. Similarly, each and every element is compared with the fifth element from that element. For example, 81 is compared with 35, 94 is compared with 17, 11 is compared with 95, and 96 is compared with 28, 12 is compared with 58. If we need, then you can perform swapping. Okay, that is, for each sublist we are applying the insertion sort. Since 35 and 81 are not in ascending order, we have to swap them. Similarly, when we compare 94 and 17, again they are not in order, so we are performing the swapping operation. But for the elements 11 and 95, they are in order, so you don't need to apply the swapping operation. Okay, so this is what the first pass is executed. After the first pass, we get the elements as 35, 17, 11, 28, 12, 81, 94, 95, 96 and 58. So in the second pass, you can reduce the increment. That's why it's called as diminishing increment sort. Okay, so initially we have taken the gap as 5. Now it is reduced to 3. That is, every element is compared with all the elements 3 position apart from that element. For example, our first element is 35. So the third element from 35 is 28. And from 28, again the third element is 94. And from 94, the third element is 58. So these form one group. That is, they are creating a sublist. So the sublist consisting of the elements 35, 28, 94, 58. Okay. Similarly, the second sublist is created with the elements 17, 12, 95. And the third sublist is created with the elements 11, 81 and 96. So totally we have 3 sublists, and for each sublist you can apply the insertion sort to sort the elements. Consider our first sublist contains the elements 35, 28, 94 and 58. So you have to apply the insertion sort. So they are placed as 28, 35, 58, 94. Okay. The first sublist is sorted using the insertion sort. So each sublist is indicated by different colors. Okay. Sublist 1 with blue color, sublist 2 with green color, and sublist 3 with orange color. So after the second pass, we get the elements 2812, 1135, 1781, 5895, 9694. During the third pass, again the increment is reduced. So now we have taken the interval as 1, that is each and every element is compared with one another and they are sorted. We perform swapping if necessary and we get the final sorted array. Okay. So this is what we are doing, the shell sort. The algorithm for insertion sort, the shell sort is, first we have to initialize the value of the interval h. Then based on the interval h, you have to divide the original array into a number of smaller sublists. And each and every sublist is sorted using the insertion sort. So the same procedure is repeated until the complete list is sorted. This algorithm is efficient for medium-sized data sets. Its average complexity and the worst case complexity is order of n, where n is the number of items in the array. And again the space complexity is also order of n for the worst case. So that's about the shell sort. We go with the next sort, radix sort. So how we are doing a sorting using radix sort means by digit. Okay. So here the sorting is done by digit. That is, you have to start from least significant bit and you have to move through the most significant bit. So radix sort uses counting sort as a subroutine to sort. So we will see an algorithm for radix sort. Do following for each digit I, where I varies from least significant digit to most significant digit. That is, you have to take digit by digit and for each digit you have to do the steps. Sort the input array using counting sort, or you can go with any other stable sort according to the ith digit. Okay. So we are considering the ith digit. So based on the ith digit, all the numbers ith digits are compared using the counting sort. Okay. So we will see with one example. Consider we have an unsorted array which contains the elements 170, 45, 75, 90, 802, 24 to 66. Okay. So I told we have to move from least significant digit to most significant digit. So the least significant digit, okay, for every element we have to consider the least significant digit. So the first element is 170 and its least significant digit is 0. The second element is 45 and its least significant digit is 5. Okay, like that for all the elements you have to take down only the least significant digit. Okay, then based on this least significant digit, you have to do the sorting operation. So see the numbers. So first we have to consider with the numbers that end with 0. So we have two numbers 170 and 90. So they are listed. Okay. So here you don't need to perform the swapping operation. We are just considering only the least significant digit. Okay. And you have to write the numbers as they appear in the original array. So 0 is completed and I am checking for the numbers that end with 1. So we don't have number. So leave it. So we are searching for the numbers that are ending with 2. Okay. So we have two numbers 802 and 2. So again these numbers are written as it is. Don't swap them. Okay. So this is radix sort. So just write the numbers as it is. Then we are searching for the element that end with 3. We don't have the numbers. The elements ended with 4. So I am having only one number 24. So it is written. And I am searching for the elements that are ending with 5. So I am having two elements 45 and 75 and they have written. Finally only one number is there, 66, so it is written. Okay, so after the first iteration, after the first pass, I got the elements as 170, 90, 802, 2, 24, 45, 75, 66. So all the elements are sorted based on their least significant digit. Okay, so they are marked as a blue color elements. Okay, so then we move with the next digit, that is tens place. Okay, so I am marked all the 10 digit numbers as orange color numbers. Okay, so again we are searching for the values. Okay, with the middle value, that is the elements which are having zeros in tens place. So how many elements I am having? 2 elements, 802 and 2. So 2 is taken as 002. Okay, so I am searching for the elements which are having 0 in tens place. Since I have 2 elements, 802 and 2, they are written as it is. Then I am searching for the numbers which are having 1 in tens place. So we don't have any such numbers. So again I am searching for the numbers which are having 2 in the tens place. So I am having only one number, 24. So it is added in the output array. I am continuing with the number 3. So that 3 must be in tens place. So like that I don't have number. So I am moving with 4. That is the 4. The number 4 must be occurred in tens place. Okay. So I am having only one number, 45. So it is written. So like that all the numbers are sorted based on tens place. Okay. So the same process is repeated for hundreds place. That is the most significant digit. Okay. So here how like that we are doing the radix sort. So we are going with another one example. So this will be better for you. Okay, see the numbers are 121, 432, okay, 564, 23, 1, 45, 788. We are first considering the least significant digit. Based on this, I am swapping the numbers. Okay, so the first diagram shows the numbers, the unsorted numbers are arranged based on least significant digit. The middle diagram shows that the numbers are arranged based on tens place. The third diagram shows that the numbers are arranged based on hundreds place. Okay, so like that the insertion sort, using the insertion sort, the elements are sorted. Thank you all.